What's up, guys? Here's here with a retro review. Yes, I am saying retro review because we have figures here and that I'm going to do some old school reviews that I never had a chance to do reviews on. So basically, I have a lot of the Masters Universe classics. They're still my favorite. They're still going to be my go-to figures. And what I would do is I would buy two. I would buy one to keep in the box and one to open and display. And I decided to sell some of the ones to open and display. You know, I just feel like all of these are just sitting in storage. I just don't have any room per se at the moment to put them displayed in. It's a lot of them. I think I had like 60 men on box. So I went ahead and went through my collection, and I'm still gonna keep some mint on box, but others I'm just gonna go ahead and just, instead of, I sold the loose ones and now I get the new ones, because what I did was I bought the new ones in the box and I bought used ones, loose, to save some money. And so basically I really haven't really opened any of these. So this is the first time doing it, and I really wanted to do something fun and different for the channel, not just, all the recent releases that are coming out, but all of the new stuff. And it's kind of crazy. This line has been out since 2008. And that's insane. I think I started collect. I was late into the line collecting them. I think I was like in 2011, 2012, but still, that's a long time. I mean, if you think about it, in 2018, this line will be 20 years old. That is insane. And now we're getting all this different stuff coming out. We got the movie finally this year. And I think the classics, in my opinion, are probably one of the best line there is. I mean, hands down. And now, I said Masterverse, I've had a few that I've done, and they're pretty cool too. I'm not gonna put them down at all. I think there's a lot of them, especially different ones. So anyway, let's go and get this started with one of my favorites in the line, and that is Mosquitor from the Evil Horde. Yes, so the packaging alone is freaking awesome. I love the way this was presented, and it still looks great till this day. I'm just like, I love the brick and the lightning effects and everything. And then you got the Master Universe logo here. You got the Evil Horde, and then the figure inside. I mean, he looks cool. It looks like his nose is going to be a little bent down because it's coming down. But this one was a really fun character. So yeah, I mean, looking at the box back in the day, it's just great. If I put it in the light, it just gives a different type of shine. So do I open this or not? Well, yeah, I'm gonna open it. And then on the back of it, you got the cross sell. We got Hordak, which is still gonna stay in card. We got Grizzlar, he's gonna stay in card. Katra and Shadow Weaver, those four are going to be in card, and I will have Leech coming out pretty soon also, because Leech was my favorite one to keep on card. But anyway, what I really love about the classics is those bios. Those are fun and cool things to see. So I miss that. We don't have that in Masterverse. We don't even have that in G.I. Joe Classified. The fun thing about as a kid, like, you had to figure out fun ways for kids to read. And I think this is a great way to do it, because you get excited about it. You want to read on these. And I think that was really, really cool. A cool nod to the vintage. But anyway, let's get this guy out of the packaging and get a closer look at the Masters Universe Classics Mosquitor figure. All right, here's Mosquitor out of the packaging. Yes, I did it. I opened it. I was actually able to do it pretty easily, so maybe I can keep this package and put them in box again, No, I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I've have so many figures and so many collections. I just, back in the day, being a minute box collector has been a thing. And, in a sense, like, you do it because you want to, I guess, have the money later down the line. But I mean, you're not gonna get rich doing this stuff. I mean, you know. But it's kind of crazy though. This actually figure is going on eBay loose for about $60-$70. So if I sell him, I can get 50 from him. I mean, I didn't pay a lot of money when I got him in the first place. So this one, a lot of these were pretty cheap, so I'm not tripping. But you know, anyway, so let's go and get a closer look at Mosquitor. Like I said, it kind of warped the nozzle, the head in the packaging, but that's okay. I mean, this is a fresh new figure. Got those crazy bug eyes, you know, and of course his you know, his weapon, his tongue or whatever, his pincer, you know, looking crazy. I mean, the colors are just gorgeous. You got those blacks, and then you got some I guess maroon here, and you got the red, and you got that, you know, I mean, I'm sure it's just a color in there, but it does look like blood, but it's not really actually blood. So, you know, and then you got the torso here, you know, the purple belt, the silver, the gray, those steel gray shorts, the black legs, and of course you got those big old boots. This guy was a very funny looking figure. So articulation, of course, you know, it's only you know, only one jointed. It's not gonna have double. So there is limited articulation, unlike the Masterverse version, but you do have, you know, rotation on the feet, here on the knees, and then you can lift up the arms, and of course just like single joint. Of course you got those big pegs things, and of course nowadays they're gone, they're hidden. So, you know, yeah, head, you know, swivels up and down, you know, which, I mean, you know, basic for him. On the back, you have kind of like this mandible, how do you say it? I don't know how to say it, like mandibles, I guess. Like kind of like, you know, I guess like kind of feet type thing, which is really cool. And those also articulate, which is really neat. But yeah, I mean, you know, definitely doesn't move on the waist. So, oh, you can, there you go. Yeah, waist here. There's a swivel there. But I mean, you know, like I said, I mean, these are, you know, this guy is what, 16 years old. So, you know, that's interesting. All right, so he only comes with one accessory, and that is of his blaster. Something came on here. It's his purple blaster. You can see has two-tone colors. You got the light purple here. Probably put some wash over that, made it look a little glimmery, and then, you know, so a little laser, and of course it just fits in here perfectly. So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, this is, you know, I mean, we can do a comparison time of the other one, I guess. Let me grab it. And I think when I did the other video, I think I did a comparison. I think I did do a comparison of the you know, but here it is again, you know, of the Masterverse. Of course, the Masterverse is taller. His gun is a little bit more unique. You know, of course, you have those double jointedness, and he's a lot skinnier, obviously, you know. But I mean, you know, I love this guy. This guy is freaking awesome. It's probably one of my favorites of the line, and it's a good update version to this one. But I'm gonna always love my classics, always, no matter what. And the thing is, I really wish that there was mandibles. That's what we call them, mandibles. I messed up on that word. It would have been cool if he came with wings like this other one, but I mean, he's still classic, so he's gonna go back on my shelf where he was before. You know, but this time brand new. All right, let's go and get this guy on my turntable to get my final thoughts on the Masters Universe Classics Mosquito. All right, here are my final thoughts on Mosquito. He's the one that started off this whole series of me opening my old figures. He's cool. I mean, he's awesome. I mean, you know, he's a classic. I mean, he's the classics, and you know, this is a character that is very weird, and you know, in a good way, but he's a lot of fun too. I think he's definitely a showstopper, and a really I just love him. He's great. I think he's a fun character. Definitely, you know, need him in the Horde. I think it's just funny how they made a mosquito figure, you know. Anyway, so yeah, you know, like I said, like before, you know, all these, it's been really fun to do these. I'm considering doing more, because I you know, I just love the classics, and in a sense, what I need to do, what I'm gonna do, is a top 10 list of my top figures of classics, and I think that'll be fun. So it's been a great journey, and I'm enjoying it a lot. And this is the reason why I'm actually doing the channel, because it's just fun to open figures and just to talk about them and just enjoy this hobby that everybody has. And this guy is freaking awesome. I love the Masterverse version, but this one, it will always be one in my heart. And another kind of also thinking, just like Scorpio, I'm thinking, dang, should I just have kept them sealed and just let them like that? But no, it's cool. I always go back and forth with myself on these. I haven't done Minute Box in a very long time, and I don't think I'm going to anymore. I think I'm done with all that, because like I said, when you die, when you go to on the other place, whether, I don't know where it's at, but you're not, these aren't coming with me. They're going to be probably eventually sold again to someone else, some other collector, a year later down the line might be able to do a review on these. It'll be kind of weird, right? All right, anyway, so like I said, with some of the other figures, the only way you're going to get these are on eBay or Mercari or Marketplace. And if you want to collect them, I think you should. These are really cool. I think, in my opinion, the reason why I don't have the Origins up, and the reason why I'm really thinking of getting rid of those, is because of these. These are way better. These are super awesome. All right, so what do you guys think of all my reviews? I appreciate everything. We're getting close to 600 subscribers. Wish me luck on if I get the press badge for San Diego Comic-Con. It's coming up close again. I mean, it's like, let's see here, we're February, March, April, May, June. We got 4 months away till San Diego Comic-Con again. I mean, I'm going, but if I become a press member, that'd be great, because I would have to be so stressed. And I can go to the opening night, which I don't know how I missed the badge on that. I really wanted to do opening night, but preview night, but anyway. All right, so let me know what you guys think in the comments and everything. Like I said, thanks for everything, and until next time, we will see you
Ladies
later.
and gentlemen,
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.